whereas Combo Breaker, we saw a lot of Ulgrim, an outstanding amount of Ulgrim in EU. So it's refreshing to see players playing different characters. And we do have Acno and Blue up on the screen right now. They're ready to get into this one, and we're seeing a core come out. And he's not just playing this core because of the Ben 10 crossover with 4 arms or 4 hands. I don't remember what his name is. But he's coming in with a core pick specifically for the core pick. He's not using the Ben 10 skin, and we're seeing Blue on the Yumiko that we saw earlier.
So what do you think that the EU is kind of strayed away from Ulgrim though? Like, is that just a shift in the meta?
I don't know. I cannot explain it because Axe is still pretty much the same as it was. Lance is still pretty much the same as it was. Both are extremely dominant weapons. We saw a lot of Axe in singles in North America yesterday. We saw a lot of Lance yesterday. We also saw some Axe earlier today. So I honestly can't answer that question. I literally don't know.
Yeah, well, interesting enough, but as you said, you know, it's nice to see some variety out here. Yumiko, not really a character I've seen a lot of lately either, but I do like this character's archetype just in general with the, oh my god, never mind, let's not even talk about her, let's talk about Core getting all this damage real quick. Oh my, the 2-piece, and you're out of there.
But you wouldn't think that this is top 8 on the winner's side, the way that Acno just handled him the beginning of this stock. This is Blue, like this is one of the top boys in EU. Yeah, what a first stock for Acno.
Definitely cleaned him all the way up. So either way, I feel like Blue's not too far from at least trying to get the stock off sooner than later. But Acno, man, keeping the aggression up. Oh, dash, neutral layer. Oh, kind of knew what was happening. Oh, unfortunately, they'll turn that around. Did have the right idea, but was not looking the right way when he went for that neutral light.
Called it out with the spot dodge. Wasn't quite ready for what to do afterwards or where it needed to go, but he still has the lead here. Hammer coming in, Blue's unarmed, weapon spawn coming in right to the middle of the stage. Blue jumps up. It's Hammer v Hammer. I would say this favors Blue more, even though Acno's in the lead, because Blue needs like one straight hit. The weapon toss coming down. The first one hits, picks it up. Oh, he waited an extremely long time to punish that too. Like almost to add insult to injury, like tapping him on the shoulder, and then Blue realizes, oh wait, he's right behind me, isn't he?
Definitely hit him with it, like, what are you doing? Like, like what are you doing? So it's all good though, but it finally gets that stock, but unfortunately he's getting real close to being in like deep orange area. And so yeah, this is a lot of damage that's already been added on to Blue before we even get that stock off of Acno. Hey, oh.
And these gauntlets are coming back in for Acno. That's what we saw, like, completely dominate the first stock.
Good lord.
It's it. Sidelight one way, gravity cancel, sidelight the other way, and the recovery to finish it up. He already got the dodge, so he was able to nail that recovery after the sidelight. Great work from Acno. His gauntlets are looking fantastic today. We haven't seen too much from his hammer yet beyond that silly punish that we saw earlier. Now we're seeing a little bit more of it, showing that it's also a very potent weapon in his hands.
Yeah, man. I mean, I feel like he's definitely in his head right here, at least for the first game. He is all over him. Tried going a little extra for it, but catch them anyway. I mean, the SIGs are coming out, but regardless, though, not really taking a super hard punish for it. Oh my god!
Acno is nailing so many things, and that just has to put the fear of God into Blue, because, like, yeah, these SIGs are coming out. Even when Acno misses the SIG, he gets punished for, like, one hit, and then right after that he's gonna find another one. So you have to be so scared that they're coming out, and that's something that can be like really difficult to play against, because there's the fear there, there's the mental game there, and then there's just guessing of when is it gonna come out, which one is it, when I get hit by it. It's a huge deal, especially when you're orange, especially when you're red. So it's like a major mental game.
Yeah, man, that was big rough right there for Blue at the first game, but it looks like he's going to swap over here to the Bryn. Play a little safer. Bryn definitely, I feel like one of the easier or safer characters to get into on this game, especially if it's your first time around. I know Bryn was someone I mained when she first, like when I was playing a lot when she first came out. So, now, very simple character to understand. Pretty good stats as well. Hopefully this will work out in his favor, but I mean, he's bringing the spear, and he's bringing the axe to the table. I wonder how this is going to change the meta for him. Yeah, what that hammer and axe combo, or hammer and bow combo, did not work out for him at all.
His axe is faring definitely better because we haven't seen him knocked out yet. We've already seen a nice little string coming out from Acno, so his gauntlets are playing successfully into the axe, but we've seen a lot more from Blue's axe here. My question is, oh man, Blue, what a string. Almost cleaning that up, but Acno dodges right through the side air. Hammer in his hands. He's going to have a little bit more range here. Around the signature. Acno with a side air. pivots. Has blue in the red. He went for the gravity cancel down light all the way down there. Acno's definitely feeling very confident in this. D-light stare coming out from blue is going to be able to clean up this edge guard. Weapon toss goes way low.
I was gonna say, man, that was okay, just barely avoiding that, man. That was a gravity cancel side sig, but unfortunately, luckily he was able to move up and out the way. Not gonna be moved out the way of that side air though, coming in from Bryn. So it's like that, man. We get a we get a nice swap to Bryn, and it seems to be working out quite well for blue.
Yeah, very wise character swap coming in. We are in the best of 5s now. Everything previously that you saw was the best of 3. So he is swapping over to the Bryn in game 2 of this best of 5. Extremely wise choice. Coming in, his next weapon is going to be that axe that he's been chunking Acno with.
Oh, okay. Oh, very close to I mean, you can definitely see that Acno's kind of in, like he knows where blue's gonna be. Oh, Jesus, though, they are scrapping. Okay, get him out of here.
Getting a knockout in orange there here on Demon Island. Weapon juggles going up. Swapping over to the spear. Maybe wanting to zone out from that weapon spawn. Throws the D-light out. It's going to put him far enough away from it. Acno's high enough that he can get around blue, get over to the weapon spawn. Trying to outrange the spear with gauntlets. You're going to be in a tough spot there. Ooh, just really going for the hard read there. Blue's not engaging on it whatsoever. He knows he's in the lead. Even though he got the dodge off of that gravity cancel, he still didn't choose to pursue that edge guard.
Also, I feel like blue, he's changed his gameplay up to just be playing that distance game. Like he knows he has the distance advantage here, so no reason to ever overextend. Even with the hammer though, even though the distance is a lot better on the hammer, he's still kind of playing this like I'm not gonna overextend type game, which is very smart and is working out quite well for him, except for right there, obviously. Trying to get back to the stage, ends up taking that side air to the face. Still a very solid lead here for blue. Acno has a lot of work to kind of make up right here. And usually, I feel like he's been in. Oh wait, hold on now. He's kind of getting back in the rhythm. I was gonna say, I feel like he's really been into blue's. You know, kind of like held him down as far as his options, but and that little shrink, he was doing the same thing. However, the double side air tap, the triple, get him out of here.
Now you saw on that final stock, the weapon starving from Acno was kind of his most powerful tool. Unfortunately for Acno, the weapon spawn came in on the left side, and blue was able to grab that. The second that came in, you saw him pick up the spear, and it was side air city. He was throwing those out, getting the knockout, and now he's forced Acno to swap off over here onto the Bodvar, hoping his sword is going to fare better than the gauntlets to give him a little bit more range, give him one of those more like utility-based weapons where you kind of have a solid move for basically every situation, and pretty much every move in the kit is good a lot of the time.
Yeah, like they both kind of swapped over to like no extremes right here. Both these characters kind of middle of the road with their stats, middle of the road with their weapon choices. It's like, what? You know, sometimes you don't need the extremes. Sometimes in this game, I feel like, you know, the stats, you know, being it's like when you have stats like that, it doesn't really matter as much as like say if you're like a heavy in Smash or something like that. So here we are. Oh, he is having a very rough time trying to get back to the stage though. These ground pounds definitely rocking his world.
He just wants to touch the ground. He's stuck on the wall for so long, especially that tiny wall. But you talked earlier about blue not overextending. That is a classic blue move. Even though he had Acno so much on the edge, he's getting these air dodges. He doesn't need to overextend and really go for that deep edge guard because he's controlling so much of the game with both weapons here on Bryn. Now Acno has the hammer in his hands. Stomp side air. It's going to give him a solid state. Oh, and he goes over onto the wall after he got the in-air dodge. That gave him the D-light into the ground pound without too much effort. And despite being behind that entire stock, and even when he got the knockout, he was behind. Now he's ahead.
Man, I like the lead in with the weapon toss just in case. So now, okay, again, man, that just kind of standing in place. Like, let me let you whiff and then get this hot punish. Oh, okay, well, unarmed side air. Gonna go ahead and get him that stock. I mean, that's just how much damage that he had to put onto Bodvar for actually getting that stock off. Tried to weapon starve him, but luckily Acno kind of knew where that weapon was coming. He was already there before it even started forming.
So you mentioned Bryn kind of being one of those easier to pick up legends. Like a lot of people have a Bryn in the tank. Like you played Bryn when you first got into the game. Same thing goes for Bodvar that Acno's picked here. Like every top player has a Bodvar in their kit. virtually every region. You can always see people, they'll play some of the newer characters who have some of the more developed kits. Oh, the side signature hitting him even when he's in the air. The harpoon toss cleaning it up. But everybody has a Bodvar in this game. Absolutely everybody.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you are almost like the mascot of the game, I understand why. You know what I mean? Like the guys face plastered all over the place, and he's got a pretty I feel like he has a pretty standard weapon set. No reason to not learn how to play the sword for the at the very least. But you know, here we are into our last stock of this here game. I'm not sure who's going to take this one just yet, man. It's kind of back and forth between our competitors. I will say, though, you can definitely tell that Acno has to be more of the aggressor when it comes to this match. Blue definitely is down to kind of sit around if he needs to. Oh, I feel like most of the aggression is definitely coming from Acno, but not a bad thing. You know, if you play defensive and it works out for you, then good stuff.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons Simple can be so effective in this game is he forces you to play defensively. Oh! And a lot of people aren't ready for that. Acno was ready for the edge guard, continuing it even though he's unarmed. You see him even dash forward in case he wants to punish a landing from Blue, goes back, picks up the weapon. It's a hammer, he has the damage lead. Neutralite, Acno's still in the orange.
Scooped? Wow.
There, scooping him, throwing him off the top. And Acno, now 2-1 in the set. As we go into game 4, not a lot of damage difference between them. Only 34?
Yeah, something light like that. But I will say that I'm noticing that Acno, he's kind of forced to like overextend his attack options a lot, because I mean he's making sure that he's like catching the step back from Blue if he decides to step back as well. Although sometimes Blue is kind of just, you know, he kind of just positions himself a little bit out the way. Like his spacing is good until Acno starts to overextend his attacks. Then it's like, all right, you got to be ready for that as well. Here we are though, moving into our next game. Just going at it one more time, same stage. Let's get it.
Yeah, you see those chain dodges coming out. That sort of 90-degree went forward and then straight up with that, trying to catch Blue, maybe going in, panic jumping after getting hit right at a hit stun. He's not going for it. You see Blue just backing up, getting out of range of any follow-up that Acno has, and then coming in and throwing some solid moves out. In came the gravity cancel D-light out of hit stun for Acno. Stomp dare, sending Blue into the sky. Oh man, that was so close to hitting.
Yeah, he was looking for a lot right there. And honestly, had it hit, we all would have thought he was a genius. So it's all good. Sometimes you got to make the big plays. Unfortunately, though, big plays are being made toward him. Manages to make it back to stage. I already thought that Blue had that one scouted out, too, the way he went for that air dodge. But oh, wow. The quick weapon swap into the Sig. Almost got the weapon toss as well. Oh, scoop! Man, he has all the scoops on the hammer, dude.
And people aren't using that one. People are not using GC D-Sig or D-Sig of any type on hammer for Bodvar like they used to use in like maybe 2017, maybe early 2018. Like people used to throw that out on the edge and to reach out and grab someone on the stage and throw him back. But man, he just went for it raw right there and he ended up hitting it. Still here a little bit in the lead. Hammer coming back in again. Nice side air. Doesn't get to juggle with the nair.
It's interesting that people would stop using that. I feel like it has such good range. Like, I mean, I feel like it sticks like the whole hammer out right there.
The range is insane. I'm even surprised it had enough range to hit. Like, he hit that at max range. The problem is it's very long, and the recovery time is also very present. So if you're anywhere that doesn't get hit by it, it's not the hardest thing in the world to punish.
Yeah, I definitely understand. All right. Especially when you have like the likes of like, you know, like Jala's down D-Sig so quick, like you're always trying to compare. You're like, all right, never mind, maybe that's why we won't use this anymore. Okay. Either way though, oh, that would have been a nice call out right there, but luckily he was able to space out that neutral Sig coming in from the spear.
Ooh,
he that one too.
Spear D-Sig out of hit stun.
Yeah, I thought that might have been a side save, but regardless, whatever he tried to do, it just did not work out. Got that stuffed immediately with that side light. Okay. Side light actually coming in. Wow, he threw his weapon as soon as he got it too. Now both of these guys, unarmed combat happening right now. Okay, super quick on that one. Gravity cancel down light into the recovery.
Basically even here, that neutral light and the side light and the nair. Nice little three-piece from Blue and the neutral light. That's 4. 5 unanswered hits
Yeah, and Blue finally finds, or Acno finally finds himself a hit right there for only just a neutral layer. But still, man, I'd have to say that at this current moment of time, the momentum was looking a little bit more on Blue's side. Acno finally getting himself another side. Oh, whoa! Oh, no!
Blue. He had the comeback opportunity. He has all that experience of these tense tournament set matches. Also, one of the previous games where he did come back in the end, and that would have kept him alive. It would have gone into a Game 5 situation, giving him the opportunity to move into the grand finals. But man, or sorry, into the winners finals. That's tough. Blue's going to have to go down into the losers bracket pretty early. We have seen him make unreal. Like Blue is widely known for the gnarliest and longest losers bracket runs in the game. So he has the experience with it. It's 100% possible. But Acno's going to be moving on into winners.